It is another beautiful day the Lord has made. Let us be glad and rejoice in it. We're still on the build up ahead of the Black Stars match against Sudan. And the match will be played tomorrow at the Accra Sports Stadium. And ahead of the match, Coach Otto Addo met the press at the Accra Sports Stadium at the Media Press Center, answered some questions. We'll be talking about it. Kurt Okreku, who is the Ghana Football Association president, ahead of the match, also had a team talk with the players at the camp today, and the GFA official social media team posted a video on their YouTube channel. We'll be talking about that, and also giving you the probable lineup for tomorrow's match. I've been saying this, that this is a decisive moment for the Black Stars of Ghana. We need to win this match in order to maintain our hopes of qualifying to the AFCON in Morocco 2025. But before we start analyzing the match, let's talk about the video Otto Addo, or the video that came out this morning, where the president of the Ghana Football Association, Kurt Okreku, was lambasting the players about their attitude as to they not being passionate about the national team, they not putting them their all for the men's national team, the Black Stars of Ghana. You see, at the end of every match the Black Stars play, the bone of contention at the end of every match is the attitude towards the players. Some people say, oh, the players are not committed, the players are not passionate enough, they don't love the country, and there's no sense of urgency in their performance on any match the Black Stars play. Otua, the GFA president thought of it that this is what Ghanaians have been saying. Therefore, me being the leader of the Ghana Football Association, I have to take it upon myself, talk to them about what Ghanaians have been talking inside them, what Ghanaians have been saying inside them. So Tuado bets them, he said whatever thing he wanted to say. And at the end of the day, Tuado saying this at the end, Ghanaians are criticizing him about what he did to the players. You see, a GFA president or a leader cheering and charging his players or his team for a next chapter or for a next action is actually a good move. But I understand from the other perspective of some Ghanaians that Otto Addo, Kurt Okreku rather, shouldn't have gone there personally to say that sort of things to the players. You see, you do this and Ghanaians will start raising another concerns about your interference in the Black Stars of Ghana. Already, people have the thoughts that the GFA has been influencing call-ups in selections at the Black Stars. There are certain roles which are allowed for head coach and the technical team, not the administrative head, or not the highest authority. So I understand what they did, but what Kurt Okreku was saying at the end of the day, was it the right thing? Yes, Ghanaians have been saying this, so I think the players at the end of the day, irrespective of what Ghanaians are saying, irrespective of what journalists are saying, irrespective of what other people are saying, should put that one aside and listen to the message. The message is that they've been saying we are not passionate about the Black Stars as a player. What am I supposed to do about this? If it's a misconception, if it's a wrong thought in their mind, what's me as a player? What should I do to be able to, debunk all the thoughts in the mind of the Ghanaians? Because it's we are representing. And the message is actually true. Because you watch some Black Stars matches and you could clearly see the commitment level is a bit downwards. I am not saying the problem of the Black Stars is solely the commitment of the players. No. But commitment can't be removed from the problem of the Black Stars, which has been giving us bad performance in recent matches we've played. We played against Niger. We drew against Niger. Niger is not a top-level country with, top quality players we should struggle to beat. It was in a neutral ground. They didn't have supporters. We didn't have supporters. So with our quality we have, we should have been able to beat them, but we were not able to beat them. So it bounced back to where people say we don't have quality in our squad. Yes, it's bound back to where people say we don't have quality and the players are not committed. Because if we had enough quality in our squad, we should have been able to beat Sudan. Why they did not have supporters to cheer them up in the stadium? It was in a neutral ground, but we were not able to beat Niger. Now in Angola, or we played Angola at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium at their own backyard of Ghanaians. Ghanaians show massive support to the Angola or to the Black Stars of Ghana. But what did they do? They were not able to beat the Angolans. They had the support. Even the same people who has been saying, "Oh, we are fed up of these Black Stars." Anytime they come to Ghana to play a match, the supporters give to the senior national men's team is very, very overwhelming, and it should ring some bell in the minds of the players that this is one important property Ghanaians love very much, the Black Stars of Ghana. So what Ketukuruku is saying about the commitment, what other Ghanaians are saying about the commitment is part of the problem. The players have shown time and time again in some matches they've played that they are not committed, but the quality can't be left out. Our quality is not that much. So I understand or I agree with the message Ketukuruku was transparent to the players, but as to him taking the responsibility to transmit that message to the players, I think was the right score. And even recording the video for that one, I am not going to blame Otto Addo, Ketukuruku for that. No, but I'm not going to blame Ketukuruku for that. But him taking the responsibility to say those kind of things to the players was what I had problem with. This job should have been left to Otto Addo and his technical team, not the president of the Ghana Football Association. So he did that. Now, to those people who recorded the video, they posted it for other people to even watch. We know, I mean, coaches having film talk with their players, angrily lambasting. Some people even insult some coaches. We've seen videos of Pep Guardiola. We've seen videos of Arne Slot. We've seen video of Hansi Flick. We've seen video of a lot of top class coaches. And recently, Joel Lopetegui, the head coach of West Ham, came publicly and said, Kudus Mohammed, on one way or the other, is not adding up to the team as he expected. That's why he substituted him. They said that. But how many times do we see the club recording these videos and putting them out for the supporters or for the fans to watch? How many times have we seen those kind of videos outside? But they've been doing it indoors. You'll just be hearing that, oh, this is what he said, this is what he said, this is what they said, this is what they said. But as to whether you see a video of him to conclude our doubts, we've not been seeing those videos. But as the head or as the social media or the public relations, the media department of the Ghana Football Association, to be professional, I don't think it was necessary to record that video. I don't think it was what Ketukuruku is in charge of those video recordings and those other things. But as the media department of the Ghana Football Association, I think it was absolutely wrong to, yes, you can record it for, let's say, for reference, like for something like this, but as to posting it out there for the fans to see what the GFA president or whosoever was saying to the players, I don't think it was necessary. I don't think it was necessary. So I think the message was on point. The message was there. The players needed to be aware of what Ghanaians are saying. And what Ketukuruku said was solely what the fans or the citizens, the over 30 million people in Ghana were saying. But this information could have been channeled to Otto Addo as the head coach to transfer the message to the players, not Ketukuruku as the president of the Ghana Football Association. Sometimes that's why we have separation of powers. You work according to where you are supposed to be. Somebody has a responsibility to play, and this responsibility is for the head coach, not the president. Yes, the message is clear. Yes, as I already said, the message is clear. So I think the next time, Ketukuruku shouldn't repeat this kind of thing again. The message is actually nice, but the medium of transferring the message or transmitting the message was what I have problem with. Now, ahead of the match, Otto Addo, in his pre-match interview, I watched the pre-match interview and it was nothing extraordinary. So he was asked about whether the absence of Thomas Partey would actually affect the match against Sudan, or will actually affect his tactics. And then he said it's obvious Thomas Partey's absence is going to affect his style or his tactics and his game plan, but there are a lot of players to replace Thomas Partey who is injured and won't be able to play. And we've known Otto Addo to be pragmatic, and when it comes to his 4-2-3-1 formation, he always stick to that. Even if we do not have, his key personalities, his key personals in the setup, he always finds a way to play his 4-2-3-1 formation. But before that, let's go through some statistics between Ghana and Sudan. So in the group, or in the AFCON qualifiers, our group, we have Angola, we have Sudan, we have Ghana, we have Niger. Angola are on top of the league. They've played 2 matches. They have 6 points. They've scored 3 and have conceded only 1 goal. Now, Sudan are second. They've played 2 matches. They have 3 points. They've lost only 1. They've scored 2 and have conceded 2. Ghana are third with 1 point. We've scored 1 goal and we've conceded 2 goals. Now, Niger have 1 point. They've scored 1 goal and also conceded, and have also conceded 2 goals in the group. Now, Black Stars will be playing against Sudan, and Angola will be playing against Niger. That match will actually influence, will have influence on we as the Blacks, or will have influence on the Black Stars qualifying to the AFCON in Morocco. But let's talk about the Black Stars and the Sudan match. So in our last 10 matches we've played with, or in our last 5 matches we've played with Sudan, Black Stars has won 4 of them. Sudan has won only 1 of them. And the last match we played was what Sudan won. And it was similar situation to this. It was a double header against Sudan. Black Stars saved at home, they won, and then they went to Sudan and lost. Now, Ghana in our last 10 matches for Ghana, we've won only 2 of them. So out of 10 matches, the whole Ghana have won only 2 of their last 10 matches they've played. We've lost 3 and we've drew 5 of them. Now, in Ghana's last 10 matches we've played, once again, it was only against Central African Republic that we scored more than 2 goals. Put it in your head. That out of the last 10 matches we've played as a team, it was only against Central African Republic that we scored more than 2 goals. Meaning the rest of the 9 matches is either 2 goals or below. Now, Sudan, since Kwasi Appiah took over in September 2023, sorry, their last 10 matches they've played, they've won 6, they've lost 3, and they've drew only 1. So you could clearly see how impressive they've been since the appointment of Coach Kwasi Appiah and his assistant coach Ignatius Fusu. So you could clearly see that it's not going to be an easy match, because Black Stars in the last 5 matches against Sudan has won 4, they've lost 1, which is a past record. But in the last 10 matches Black Stars have played, we've been able to win only 3 of them. And then this current Sudanese side is actually on form and they are playing very, very well. This clearly shows we are going to use record and current form. The record favors the Black Stars of Ghana and the form favors Sudan. It's not going to be an easy match for the Black Stars of Ghana. And I think Coach Otto Addo should maneuver every possible way to be able to win this double header. If we couldn't win, or if we are not able to win this match, our chance of qualifying is becoming slimmer. Our chance of qualifying is actually coming down. It's low. Our percentage of our probability of qualifying is actually coming down. I've heard KUDUS Mohammed will be the captain for the Black Stars tomorrow. That's what Otto Addo confirmed in his press conference. KUDUS Mohammed is actually going to be the captain of the Black Stars of Ghana tomorrow, and then on Sunday. But I have a question. What has Jordan Ayew done that he won't be able to captain the team? Because it's clear, it's obvious that KUDUS Mohammed came to the national team to meet Jordan Ayew in the squad. Why is Jordan Ayew not captaining the side? Well, that's a question for the GFA and Otto Addo to answer. And he was asked about the pitch. At the end of the Angola match, the question, the whole argument, the whole narration was centered on the nature of the Baba Yara Sports Stadium, which we all saw. It was an eyesore. Pictures we saw at the Obayara Sports Stadium was very, very disgusting. He was asked about this, and then the coach said, for now, the pitch is actually good and it will be suitable for the match against Sudan. So at the end of the day, we don't want any player or any coach at the end of the day to come and tell us that the Accra Sports Stadium wasn't good. That's why Ghana couldn't get in the needed results we wanted against Sudan. Now, this is going to be the probable lineup for the match against Sudan. We know Otto Addo as a 4-2-3-1 man. Yes, 4-2-3-1 man. He's like Hansi Flick and other coaches who prefer to go with the 4-2-3-1 squad. In goal post, it's actually going to be Atizigi because Otto Addo has shown that in his second term as the head coach of the senior men's team, Atizigi is his first choice goalkeeper. Right back, Ali Duseidu will return to the right back position after the return of Gideon Mensah. So Gideon Mensah will be playing as the left back. The centre back pair, on the left centre back, we are actually probably going to see Mohamed Salisu. The return of Alexander Djiku will put Abdulmumin on the bench, and then Alexander Djiku will play as the right centre back. Now, double pivots with the absence of Thomas Partey, Elijah Owusu might replace Thomas Partey in the squad. Majid Ashmiru will partner Elijah Owusu. Now, in front of this double pivot, we are going to see Mohamed KUDUS, and on the right wing, it's going to be Fatao Ishaku. The left is going to be Antoine Semenyo, and up front, it's going to be either Jordan Ayew and Inaki Williams. But with the last matches we played against Angola and Niger, you could clearly see the coach prefers Jordan Ayew to play ahead of Inaki Williams. So this is probably going to be the probable lineup ahead of Sudan match. And I think with this lineup, when we're talking about, we don't have, as I said, we don't have a huge quality. But this lineup should be able to beat Sudan. Kwasi Sudan. Sudan. Otto Addo, I told you the other day that you don't have an excuse not to qualify Black Stars to the AFCON because CK Akono was able to qualify Black Stars to the AFCON. So you don't have any excuse. You should be able to qualify. You should be able to win these matches and then you'll qualify to the